It is a mosque at this point. Copy. Not clear to fire until we have your permission.
Illegal edge, you are to pressurize.
Go on, flip it. Thanks.
This is The Retreat, hosted by JP-8 and the Colonel. JP-8, United States Air Force veteran, former security specialist, and he enjoys the finer things in life. The Colonel, a little bitter, a little cranky, United States Army veteran, severely injured in Iraq twice, and still marching. Stories, grit, and a place to breathe. Welcome to The Retreat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Retreat. It is brought to you by www.stevejessup.com. T-shirts, sweatshirts, stickers, hats, overhead cams, AM/FM cassettes, all available at www.stevejessup.com. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you your co-host to Retreat the
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this wonderful edition of The Retreat with the one and only JP-8. I am your co-host, the Colonel. Combined, we are The Retreat. So I hope everyone who's watching this right now you've had your work day, or maybe you're going into your work day, maybe you're not. It's your off day, and you're probably doing a little bit of the old you gotta do a little bit of beach. Oh yeah. Or maybe you're doing a little bit of smokies with some other things that I don't condone. Either way, be safe and do not overindulge yourselves. JP, how have you been this week, my friend? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Colonel. No complaints on this side. Had a flare up of the old hemorrhoids going on. But, other than that, no major complaints. I was talking to producer Mike earlier. He's hilarious. Mike is hilarious. Producer Mike is hilarious. And while we were kind of waiting, I've just been drinking a margarita. I see you're wearing your squash blossom again. I am drinking a classic margarita today. Now, a classic margarita, of course, you have to put a little extra Cuervo into it.
The Cuervo.
A little bit more,
Yeah.
Give it a little flavor. So, but other than that, nothing too extraordinary, nothing too remarkable.
Gotcha.
Right back at you, brother. Right back at everybody out there too. God bless, man. Salud.
Salud to all the followers, and even if you're brand new, or you're old school, you're still welcome to my fucking party. I mean, JP-8's one of the sweetest people I think I've personally not have met nor have had any kind of personal contact with, and I can tell you what, he is a tremendous guy, a tremendous. I like I say, I consider you a friend already.
Dude,
Producer Mike, however, he's a interesting character, but we'll get more to him later. I got a whole shitload for him later. But
well, I got to tell you, man, got to love one another, love each
oh
other.
yeah, oh it's all in love.
I love producer Mike. I can't say anything negative or bad
Oh,
about
I
him.
do too. I do
But
too. It's all love.
but so with that, I wanted to talk to you about how anything exciting happened this week. Did you do anything exciting?
I went to the VA where I got poked.
You got another STD again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Right under like whenever you breathe out and your balls go all the way deep down and you're able to get in that little bitty section there in between the sac right there, but on the back hind right there.
Now,
Yeah. It feels like a
normal when
it feels
one
it feels
ball
if it
is it normal when one ball is bigger than the other two? You got the one
Yeah.
ball bigger than the other two. So your
Yeah.
third ball is bigger than the other two. That's not normal, right?
when your third ball definitely under juggles the other two, you
That's
got
not
a
normal.
problem going on there.
Okay, I
Yeah.
think I think I
You-
need to see somebody then.
Yeah, if I were you, I most definitely, sir, you need to do that.
I better see
Especially
somebody then, yeah.
especially if like you're cleaning out one of your accessories with alcohol, and it just so happens to that some alcohol runs down your chest there, and kind of like at a Diddy party, and it just so happens to get into the ball area in the triple sack, and it's just like ah. And by the way, my good friend Ira Lee, love you girl down there. You can pick up her book. It's available on Amazon. I am waiting for my signed copy myself. But also, you can check out. Now, see what Mike is showing there. Oh, he just saved himself. Okay.
Oh,
Or you can go to
what was
or
it?
you can go to or you can go to Jessup.com, where just a little bit helps. Every little bit helps. That right there is Mike's man crush, ultimate man crush. Like whenever I was posting about, we're doing live, we're doing tonight live, and all that, whatever. I was like, it's in desperation because Mike needs to. He's upping his dildo collection to where he wants a Peter North replica sized
Yeah.
insertion into the anal cavity.
Yes, sir.
I know
Well,
that's yes, sir. You damn right. But yeah,
Well, I truly support people who
I support anal rights. Hey, anal rights matter. ARM, arm.
are,
Anal rights matter.
I truly support a huge selection of butt plugs, anal beads.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever
Oh, yeah.
the pleasure is, I don't judge. Again.
Oh yeah, of course.
But
Yeah.
your people are going to
Yeah.
be people. So
Hey, I mean, so what if producer Mike wants to buy a replica ass of John Travolta from Grease or Saturday Night Fever? Who knows?
great
Who knows
soundtracks.
what he'll do?
Great soundtracks. I must
Speaking of soundtracks, this is cool. So, I love vinyl, as everyone
Yeah.
knows or may not know. I'm an audiophile. So,
What do you got there?
I I got this in today, or yesterday. This is an English print of pronounced Leonard Skinner, the very first.
Leonard Skinner. Yep.
Yep. This is a 2011 redo, but is the English version, which is really cool. Which, if you know of this album, it is Free Birds on side two. It's the last song, which is the greatest 9-minute masterpiece besides Beethoven. You know, you've got I Ain't the One, Tuesday's Gone with the Wind, Give Me Three Steps, Give Me Three Balls,
Give me 3 steps towards the door. Yep.
Give
Now,
Me Three Balls, Give Me
trivia
Three Balls,
question for you.
mister.
Colonel, I
Bring
got
it
a
on.
trivia question for you. So, why was Leonard Skinner named Leonard Skinner?
A gym teacher that made fun of them because of their long hair.
Exactly. Da-da, psh. Good job. Good job. Now, granted, they
And
tried to spell the name differently so they wouldn't get sued.
yes, yeah,
but-
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Now this is actually, I'm thinking about putting up for sale. I might put this up for sale. Hang on.
No, man. If it's an import, definitely keep it, man.
No, oh no. This is original.
Oh, wow.
1977, July 1970, or July 1977. Original, first press, with Flames, the Street Survivors album from Leonard Skinner.
Nice. Where'd you get that one?
This has been in the family, and to my knowledge, it has only been played less than 5 times, because after this album came out, there was the plane crash in Mississippi, and so because you have lead singer Ronnie Van Zant, he passed away, unfortunately, but mostly you have Steve Gaines, who was one of the guitarists in their 3-guitar triple threat, and him and his sister passed away, she was a backup singer. And so because of the Flames, they took it off. So there were only less than 2 million of these printed, but there's less than 1,000 that are in like decent condition, and then you get into your very fine and near mint, and this is about almost as near mint as I can see.
Yeah,
it's,
I wouldn't
what's
sell
your
it.
name?
I'd hold on to that shit, man. That's
What's your name? That smell one more time. I know, Lil, you got that right. I never dreamed, honky tonk man, time man, ain't no good life. But this is original. I like it. I was wanting to have this signed, but unfortunately, Mr. Gary Rossington passed away. The only last surviving member is the drummer, Mr. Artemis Pyle. Now, if I were to go and have this signed, he is now a convicted CP person. So I thought, well, I can't get that signed by him because I don't want that attached to it. But I figure I can get Ronnie's brother, just maybe, but this one, you come to me with a good offer, you might could. But that's something I've been wanting to do for a while, which is an album review, just good old music. I mean, I've got a lot, we've got a pretty good collection here. And what's your favorite album from the 70s?
Oh, geez.
In the rock or
genre.
Folk.
So
what was your genre? Whenever you were growing up with bell bottoms, what was going on there?
So, being a little bit older than you are, I've listened to all types of music. I've had a wide array of different music, but the the classic rock kind of formed me in the 70s. You're talking about Edgar Winter, Leonard Skinner,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Edgar
um,
Winter.
even
Jim Croce.
oh yeah, of course, Jim Croce, even old
Oh.
folk like um, you know John Denver. I mean, you got some
Oh
old,
yeah.
you
Oh
know,
yeah. Of course. Yeah.
uh,
What about like one of my all-time favorite bands is Zeppelin,
oh
but
yeah, of
like
course, Zeppelin, the
but
Beatles, Wings. My dad was
Wings,
a
really?
big Beatles.
Yeah, Wings. You like Wings?
Yeah, Paul McCartney and Wings. Yeah, my dad was a big
Yeah, yeah, of
Beatles.
course, of course, yeah.
Of course, Black
Uh,
Sabbath with Ozzy and
oh,
Black Sabbath.
did you get to watch the Back to the Beginning show?
Oh yeah, and then
That
of
was
course Led Zeppelin. Um,
that was fantastic.
Jeez, yeah, just so much influence. But I mean, as I've gone through the years, I've kind of looked like I've looked at music as it's a different type of art. So
Yes.
you walk into the museum and you look at everything, and you like some of
Yeah.
it, you don't
Yeah.
like
Oh
some.
yeah, of course.
Because I've listened to country, I've listened to ska, I've listened to punk rock, hard rock, country, just different stuff, and I've respected the different genres, and there's some that I've liked and appreciated, some rap, some R&B,
Oh
uh,
yeah, of course.
just different things like that, and but it's
I
and,
I
and speaking of music, there's been a lot of like Jimi Hendrix, and being here on the retreat, you know for us veterans, I mean, music has really that's pretty cool, man. Music has really inspired or even gotten us through bad times, good times, scary times, whatever. I don't know about you personally, but
oh yeah.
it's
Oh yeah.
heartbreak, whatever might be out there. You look back at the old Vietnam films. You look at even my time, Desert Storm, even your time. Just music has always defined us, and it's always helped us kind of overcome.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
so it's really some of y'all out there who you know everybody. I hope to God everybody appreciates music, and can go through certain things when things are down, or just
Oh yes.
kind of low and that sort of thing. But it
I'll never. Oh, I'm sorry. Carry on. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. I was done, man.
Oh, uh, I'll never forget the very first time. Because my parents had just divorced, and I was, a freshman in high school. You know, this was in 11, or I'm sorry, '01, right after 9/11. That, and there for a while, like the albums that got me through high school were like Dream Theater, uh, a very good all-girl metal band named Kitty, and
Hmm.
then I discovered in Chicago, and I it I had heard about this man, but I had never actually heard it because back then, it wasn't all of this that you can just download. There were no cell phones unless you had money. I'm still on the wall, write down
Yeah,
numbers.
the
Whenever,
landline.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking. Yeah, yeah. And I was in a band trip on Chicago, and there's this box set, Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble,
Oh hell yeah, Stevie Ray
and
Vaughan, man.
and man, a real interesting quick fact. I was in jazz band, and we played a gig at in Carbondale, Illinois, right up the road about an hour 15 or so, hour 30. Uh, on a stage there in campus, and I was looking at his tourography, like every single place that band loaded in and loaded out of. You know, he played at Carbondale on that same stage that I played on 20 years before, after the fact. So I was just kind of like, like that's fucking just cool. And I like as a drummer, I of course I'm influenced by Buddy Rich, and John Bonham, and Neil Peart of
Yeah.
Rush, and
Oh yeah,
you
Rush.
know, uh, but I'm just as equally influenced on guitarists, Stevie Ray Vaughan, just the mellow, the mood, the blues, and then of course you got Zeppelin. That's one of my biggest faves right there, and Skinner, of course. Uh, Blues Brothers, one of my absolute favorite movies. Uh, in another past life, I may or may not have done some cocaine with John Belushi after the set of SNL one night. I don't quite remember because it was some good blow. Maybe it was. I don't remember quite. But,
Well, I'll tell you what, Colonel. While we've been talking, we've gotten some questions that come in here. So you ready to get to
alrighty,
the
let's shoot.
questions?
Let's go.
All right, let's get to some of these questions here. All right, at Porto Fatty 87 asks, have you ever needed your DD-214? DD-214 is our discharge paperwork when we get discharged from the service to be reviewed by a lawyer. Have you ever needed your DD-214 to be reviewed by a lawyer?
No, I've only had a DUI, and that was shortly after I got out, and that I kept my license and I paid it off, and that was it. I've never had to,
Yeah.
because I come from a small place of, about 7,000 people, so
Yeah.
people know, they knew who my dad was, and they knew my mom was, and they knew I was deployed, and all that shit happened to me. So
Yeah.
but no, to answer the question, no. Good question though. Thank you very much.
Interesting question. Yeah, I've never experienced.
Porno Fatty 87.
Oh yeah, Porto Fatty 87. Okay, the next question is at Gentiles for Rasta writes, what do you think about those videos online of people being called out for stolen valor? And do you think by calling yourself the Colonel, is that considered stolen valor? So what do you think about people being called out for stolen valor? And do you think calling yourself a Colonel is stolen valor?
No. To answer the latter part of the question, no, because that title, in a past life, I fought in the Civil War. But no, that's a nickname from the Steve Jessup Show, which you guys are
Jessup
check
Show.
out.
SteveJessup.com.
We've got over 4 years. I even did one of the best of montages, compilations. So that was given to me, and that was blessed on me, which is cool because I did fight in the Revolutionary War and the Civil War, and I may or may not have been a doughboy, British in World War I, but who knows? Who knows?
Nice.
But no. I do not consider this stolen valor, and I even have an actual cavalry scout friend who is an actual colonel who knows all about this. He finds it hilarious. So, and he really so, yeah. To answer that bit of it,
yeah,
no.
just in general.
Stolen valor though.
Stolen valor.
Well, and I'm gonna finish this, and then I'd like your take on it. The first part of it was about what do I think about stolen valor?
Who are being called out. Yeah, what do we think of those who are being called out for stolen valor? I think they're douchebags if they're going to be lying. Now they're entitled to free speech, but they're douchebags.
I find it to be, that's the number one offense. And then, like, if someone who was never in, tries to like read you like your rates and ranks and rates, like starts talking about this and this and this and this and this without knowing
Yeah.
what each rate and rank is, uh, that's just a piss off. But no, that's a no go, and I will call out anybody who like if you want to be on my show, produce a DD-214 if you're going to be claiming to be a veteran. I mean, shit. But no, that's all bad news, bad gaga news. So that one.
All right. This next one comes from Number of the Meat. Asks, when you were recovering from your injury sustained in combat, was the field hospital anything like in Forrest Gump?
No.
I got some ice cream, Lieutenant Dan. I guess I don't know.
I
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
no, no. It was an Air Force base, so we had our nice little infirmary.
Well, I know you had
and
I know you had plenty of ice
That's
cream.
that's all it was. Oh, but yeah, we're on an Air Force base. Fuck, we had Italian, like we said on the last one. Had
Yeah.
Italian.
And the seafood buffet night. There you go.
And see, the thing about it is that after all that happened, we still went to the chow hall and we got breakfast because that's all I wanted. I'm a breakfast fanatic. That's all I wanted.
Oh, yeah.
I got like a shit ton of eggs and hash browns, which Air Force breakfast is.
Oh,
But,
dude, the
yeah.
omelets, man. The omelet bar is awesome. Pardon.
Oh, get the fuck out of town with that.
Oh, and the French
Man.
toast bar and the crepes. Oh, dude, you gotta
Yeah,
go.
oh yeah.
Anyways, so next question.
Yeah.
Let's do the next question. All right.
Nice question. Thank you.
At Only Fat Chick Swallows 69 writes, have you ever sat on your nuts while getting into a Bradley? What about a Hummer? Yeah, I've sat on my nuts while getting a Hummer, but Colonel, right at you.
I have. Yeah.
So
especially yeah, whenever you're wearing your battle rattle, which it's like
yeah, I know
for the for the civilians, they say it's a vest, but that's your battle rattle, and you got 45 pound carrier plates, getting tongue tied, on each side, and so whenever you sit down, if you go to sit down too quick, that plate will go right down at the base of your dick and squash your sack, and then you look down and you realize that for temporarily you are a woman because you can't feel your balls or your shaft. You can't feel anything.
I got time for that.
Ouch. Yeah.
Nah, no one's got time for that. But
Now-
yes, to answer that question, yes, I have.
Now this next question is from Asian Feet. Writes, I like Asian feet. What kind of feet do you like?
The ones that are connected to the ankles.
Yeah. Oh, good answer. Okay, next one. Yeah, I like the ones that's connected to the kitty cat, if you know what I mean. So
Of course.
the next question is I Shit in Coffee Maker asks, what is the brand name of your kit, your drum kit? It sounds absolutely horrible. Is that because your drums suck, you suck, or you and your drums both suck?
Well, considering the fact that these are pork pie percussion out of Canoga Park, California, my bass drum costs almost $4,000. The snare drum I'm playing on not even the custom one that came with this kit. This one right here is 500. The custom snare that came with this is almost 800. The hi-hats that I'm playing on are over $400. The double pedals that I'm playing on are $1,000. I've recorded and played on many a gig, many a night for many dollars. So
Nice.
if I suck, or if anyone thinks that I suck, that is their personal opinion. I'm I'm rusty. I just had my shoulder work done. I'm gonna get this one redone again, or like this one was redone, so this is gonna be redone, and then you know. But that's up to the listener. I never ever have like proclaimed to be like the best one. I just play with my heart, and I play for the song, and I play because I like it and I love it, and that's my passion. So if someone doesn't like it, then well, hey.
There you go. I'm no Neil Peart. I had a Ludwig back in the day, but it's been a while.
Oh,
So
so you know a little bit about
oh yeah, I was in a couple garage bands back in the day. So, but all right, next question, and we can wrap this up here. How many people graduated? This is from Candle Wax Nips, 1958. How many people graduated in your high school class? 8?
100. Oh, they said 8.
8?
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually just celebrated my 20th anniversary high school reunion last May,
Yeah.
and I asked because I forgot, and there was 147.
Nice. Yeah, we had like 400 in mine. So, all right.
That's
And our
because
last,
that's because you come from L.A.
I'm from
somewhere in
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
California.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. Gang sign, whatever, whatever. So
Yeah.
right. And then, okay, let's see here. Moldy Door Jam 76 writes, Have you ever been so pissed off at a store clerk or a cashier that you wanted to key their car? You seem like the type of person that overreacts all the time. You make it seem like you hate producer Mike. Is that because you think you are funny? Do you think you are as funny as Steve Jessup? Why do you think you even deserve a show in the first place? I really want an answer. Moldy
I
Door
think I
76. Wow.
I think I know.
Do you know Moldy Jam? Do you know who that is?
I if some of these questions, if I think I know who they're coming from, and I've even yet begun to go on a little rant that I wanted to do tonight, but
I have absolutely
to
no idea what's going
answer
on.
the question, I'm just me.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a wee tot, I grew up on Gallagher, George Carlin, Sam Kinison, Richard Pryor, uh,
Classics.
you know, Dice Clay,
Nice
Bill
Clay.
Maher.
Yeah.
I mean, Jerry Seinfeld, of course. Um, I don't believe that I am like trying to ever really be funny, but it is just me
Yes,
being
sir.
me,
Yes,
and my
sir.
head
Yes,
is
yes,
always,
yes.
yeah, that's right. That's right. You say yes, sir. But my head is constantly going. So, do I think I'm as funny as Steve Jessup? I've never once proclaimed that. I don't believe in any kind of way that anyone should compare themselves to each other, especially if you're an outsider and you don't know that I know the man. And in no way is it like a competition of who's funny and whatnot. Like, that's just like if Kevin Hart were to go and do a tour with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. They're like best friends. But you know that Dwayne can at least keep up with Kevin, but Kevin is the man. So do it for your answer there. Eddie Weber, you're calling me right now.
Eddie Weber.
Well, that
So-
sounds like a
Eddie
great
Weber's calling me
juncture.
right now.
That is
But,
all the questions we had. So, just some self-disclosure: I've keyed some store clerk or cashier cars in my time.
But yeah, I have not. I have not been that mad ever.
Yeah.
No, and I'm not.
I don't overreact. I just believe in retaliation.
I'm really honestly like I'm outspoken whenever I like there's people around and I see an opportunity to poke at something and say something that goes through my own mind. Yeah, like a pussycat just going. "Meow."
Yeah.
But other than that, I stay quiet. I mean, I'm like I'm not. If you insult me, of course, like or my family or friends, yeah. I mean, to the person who asked that question, do you get mad at a store clerk and want to puncture their tires or jizz in their gas tank?
That burn, I think, if you did the tailpipe. I don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe or the jizzing in the tailpipe, but that's me.
It worked for Axel Foley and
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop.
But I don't think he did any jizzing in the tailpipe.
No.
But again,
No,
I
but
don't judge.
That's such a ridiculous question. Like, I mean, yeah. Okay, all right. Like, a lot of this is how producer Mike portrays like the shorts and shit. Like, oh, he's an Eddie Weber denier. I fucking wore red rum last week. I've always been a fucking. That was a gag. You try to support something that happened. A bit that happened 2 years ago now, and you're running shorts on it. And you talk about, oh hey, we need to work on your camera angle and don't look away. Well, guess what? I'm looking away, so I'm going to say this.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the retreat. Again, visit www.stevejessup.com for all your t-shirt, sweatshirt needs. We will be back next week for another exciting episode. We'll see you then.
Hey, we need to stop that. We get down there. We need to stop. You see my look?
Roger. Break. Crazy Horse 1-8. Request permission to engage.